Hey guys, it's Mrs. Hannon. We're going to go over state test review 2. I know that 1 was included in your packet, but we've actually already done that one in class. So let's start with 2. It says key concepts. The makeup of a power is x to the n, where x is called the base, and n is called the exponent. So the whole thing is actually called a power. When working with powers, always keep the base the same. If the bases multiply, the exponents add. If the bases divide, the exponents subtract. And if the power is raised to an exponent, the exponents multiply. We can use the order of operations to help us remember the exponent rules. Whatever operation our bases are doing, we slide down one operation on our exponents. All right, so let's try some examples. Throughout this video, I'm going to be pausing to have you enter in some of your own answers before I go over them. So make sure you've tried all of the problems before watching this video. Okay, so number 1, if you notice here, our bases are multiplying. So our exponents are going to add. If you are typing this in on your computer, I'm going to show you what to do. So if I wanted to type in this answer of 2 to the 13th, okay, on your computer, you would type in 2 and then the caret button and then 13. And that would show me that that was your answer, 2 to the 13th. Okay, so I think... I'm not 100% sure, but I think the caret button on your computer is a shift on one of the numbers that you have up there. Okay, so find that. All right, so let's keep going. Number 2, again, our bases are multiplying. We want to take our x's and our y's one at a time. Okay, so let's look first at the x's. The x's are 4 and -1. So if I add those, I get 3. The y's are 5 and -2. So if I add that, I also get 3. All right, number 3. When you have coefficients, the 2 and the 5, we are going to multiply those just normal. So that would be 10. And then my g's, I do want to add. So that's going to be -3 and -1 is -4. And then remember your final answer, we put the g on the bottom since it is a negative. Okay, number 4. Here our bases are dividing, so we're going to subtract. So 4 minus -1 would be 5. Number 5. The 5 and the 15, we want to just reduce them. So 5 over 15, if I divide them both by 5, I get 1 and 3. And then my x's are going to subtract. So 9 minus 3 is 6. Another way of writing that would be like this. So either way that you prefer is fine. Okay, number 6. We want to bring our 2 in to both things. So the first one we're going to have is 3 squared. That would be 9. And then my b, I want to multiply, so -8. So then that b needs to go on the bottom, since it's a negative. All right, when you are ready, we will move to the next page. Okay, number 7. Which of the following expressions is not equivalent to 1 over 25? So we actually want to solve each one out and see which one might not be equal to 1 over 25. So let's look at A. On A, I would be adding my 3 and my -5. 3 plus -5 is -2, which is 1 over 5 squared. 5 squared is 25. So for not being equal, that one is not the answer. Okay, let's go to B. Again, I'm going to add -1 plus -1 is -2. This is the same as A, so it's also an answer that would work. Okay, on C, let's remember that the 5 has an invisible 1. Okay, so when I add these, -3 plus 1, I get -2, same as A and B, so that's also correct. And then D, should be the answer, but let's just double check. Negative 2 plus 4 gives me positive 2. So that's the answer because it does not equal 1 over 25. Okay, number 8. Which exponential expression is equal to 2 to the negative 5th times 2 to the 8th? All right, so let's first start by solving this one. I want to add my negative 5 and my 8, and I get 3. So now I'm going over to my choices, and I'm seeing which one equals 3. I'm going to start at the bottom. So I have the negative 1 times the 3. That would be negative 3. Okay, so that's not it. On C, I would subtract. So that's negative 2 plus 1. Oops. That's negative 1. Okay, next one, times again. So negative 3, nope. And let's look at A. 2 minus negative 1. That's 2 to the 3rd. Okay, number 9. Adding our exponents. That's negative 4. Since it's a negative, it goes on the bottom. That is A. Okay, and on the last one, Jude incorrectly simplified the expression 1/2 squared times 1/2 times 1/2 to the 3rd as shown below. And it looks like he got 1/8 to the 6th. Okay, so let's just look at this. Okay, this is what he got. And it looks like with the 6, if we remember that this middle one has a 1 on it, if I add the 2, the 1, and the 3, that does equal 6. So the 6 is correct. Okay, so if this is incorrect, it has to be for another reason. And what I'm noticing is it looks like to get the 8 on the bottom, he multiplied 2 times 2 times 2. And if you remember from the front, when we do exponents, we are supposed to be keeping the base the same. So this actually should have been 1/2 to the 6th, not changing the 1/2 at all, okay? And then here, describe the mistake, Jude multiplied the bases. And you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to keep them the same. All right, so at this point in time, we are done with the review 2, and you guys should go ahead and start review 3 and check out the video when you're done.